Okay, so moving on to our next question. Which equation represents an exponential function with an initial value of 500? Okay, so we're going to go through all of these one by one and say whether they do or they don't represent an exponential function with an initial value of 500. So for the first answer choice, we have 100x to the fifth. So what an exponential function with an initial value of 500 means is that f of 0, our initial value, has to equal to 500. Okay? So if that is true for this case, right, so this is f of x, if that is true for any of these cases, then its initial value is 500, and that is the correct answer. So we're going to find f of 0 of this term, so you're going to have 100, and then plug in 0 for x here, so you're going to have 0 to the fifth power, and you're going to get 0, because anything times 0 or raised to a power of 0 gives you 0. So this is not 500, so it's incorrect. Now we're going to look at the second equation. So, sorry, I got that wrong. So 5 to the x power is equal to f of x. So we want to plug in f of 0 again, or x equals 0 in this case. We get 100 times 5 to the 0th power. And 1 second. Okay. And as we've discussed previously, anything raised to 0 power is 1, so you just get 100 for this case. Okay? So you get 100, and then that is not 500, so you reject this answer. Now for answer choice C, you have to consider f of x is equal to 500 x squared, and we're going to plug in x equals 0 again and get 500 times 0 squared, and that is equal to 0. And 0 does not equal to 500, so incorrect again. Our last choice should be the correct one, but let's just make sure it is. So we get f of x is equal to 500 times 2 to the x, and we want to solve for f of 0 once again, and we get 500 times 2 to the 0th power. Anything raised to the 0th power is 1. We get 500 times 1, and then we get 500. So because f of 0 is 500, the initial value of d is 500, and that is our correct answer. So in this case, we would go with D, and this is the same thing that I've done here, systematically proving that D is correct. So this is the correct solution. Good job. All right.